Listen to me now, child. Do not scroll away. I need your 2 minutes only. This is not entertainment. This is intervention. Your staying is not passive. Your attention is agreement. When you choose to remain, you step under the covering I am extending. When you keep your eyes and ears here, you are saying yes to heaven's order. Stay until the end. This is for the one under sudden pressure. I know the squeeze you cannot name, the weight that arrived without courtesy or warning. You are not here by accident. Heaven timed this moment to intercept you on purpose, at the exact minute the resistance tried to peak. Do you hear me? I arranged this meeting. I am not late. I am not confused. I am not guessing about you. I will speak plainly. A line was crossed against you in the spirit, and I have escalated your case. Michael has been dispatched. The order is signed. The perimeter is being drawn even now. There is a file with your name on it, and it has moved to active enforcement. What targeted you has been identified. It will be confronted, surrounded, and rolled back. This is not random. This is not small. This is targeted warfare against your calling, and I am not observing, I am intervening. But hear the rule of engagement. Stay with me. Agree with me. Open your mouth when I ask you to speak. Your attention is the doorway. Your agreement is the key. If you walk away now, you step back into the same noise that's been draining your strength. If you remain, I begin to reorder what has been disordering you. You must not scroll. You must not drift. I have 2 minutes to reset the gates around your mind and body. Give them to me now. You have been asking, why has the pressure increased? Why now? Why here? Listen, because you are closer than you realize, and the darkness does not waste resources on the idle. I am not exposing you to fear. I am exposing the strategy against you, so you stop partnering with it. I gave your body its first breath. I will sustain it with my spirit. No diagnosis outranks my authority. No symptom cancels my covenant. You are mine, and I will fight for you. Set your heart to receive. Say with me now, I choose to stay. I agree with heaven. I will not scroll. Breathe. Hold steady. What I start, I finish. What I surround, I secure. Keep your eyes here, child. The shift begins as you agree, and you are agreeing right now. Listen to me, child. The pressure you feel is not imaginary. It did not arrive out of nowhere, and it is not a mood you should shake off. This is not random. This is not small. It has a pattern. It has a target. I have watched it circle you, press you at the same hours, follow you into the same rooms, tighten the same places in your body, until you doubt your own senses. You have felt it as a sudden heaviness that sits on your chest for no polite reason, a tightness that steals the deep breath you keep reaching for. Your sleep has been restless, eyes open when your body begs to close, jolting awake just when you start to drift, a recurring dread that grows louder at night. Your thoughts race like they are being chased. Your patience thins and snaps at people you love, and you hate that it happens. The fatigue is unexplained. You do not know why you feel like you ran a race while you were only sitting still. Your heart pounds when you are lying down. Your stomach flips when there is no sickness to blame. It is not your imagination. It is a record of resistance. Why does it spike when you try to pray? Why does it swell when you sit to rest? Why does it rise when you plan your future, when you open your calendar to take a step forward? Why does it come like a wave right when you pick up the pen, open the laptop, make the call, schedule the appointment, try to trust again? Do you see the timing? It is not clumsy. It is coordinated. I have seen the quiet tears you wiped quickly so no one would ask questions. I was with you in the bathroom where you steadied yourself over a sink and whispered, "What is wrong with me?" I saw you in the car, parked 2 blocks away to breathe. afraid of talking because you did not have the words to explain a weight no one else could feel. I know the exhaustion of holding it together, of smiling on the outside while shaking inside, of being misunderstood by those who can only see your surface and not the storm. This is not proof that you are weak. This is not punishment. This is not you failing at faith. This is spiritual warfare targeting your stability and your purpose. The pattern is your evidence. The spike at prayer, the dread at night, the fatigue when you choose movement, each is a fingerprint of an opposition that wants you to name yourself by symptoms and shrink your future to fit your fear. Hear me, you are not crazy. You are not overreacting. You are not broken beyond repair. You are being opposed because of what you carry. The enemy does not waste resources on the idol. So I am naming it for what it is, because once it is named, it loses the right to name you. I am pulling back the curtain so you stop agreeing with the lie that this is just stress and start agreeing with my truth that this is a coordinated resistance I am now confronting. Stay with me. Keep your eyes here. Your recognition is not to breed fear. It is to end confusion. The pattern is exposed. The target is identified. And as you agree with me, the pressure that tried to define you becomes the proof that I am about to defend you. Listen to me, child. Heaven is stirred. Your name is being spoken in my courts, not as a case to be debated, but as a decree to be enforced. A line was crossed against you in the spirit, and I will not watch silently. I have escalated this. I have released orders. This is not random. This is not small. What targeted you has been identified, and I will confront it. Hear me. When I say Michael was dispatched, I do not mean a polite visit. I mean urgent assignment. I mean my chief defender released with orders to surround, to block, to reverse. I mean perimeter, interception, enforcement. The gates that were probed are now guarded. The corridors the enemy used to slither into your night are being sealed. The harassment that tried to normalize itself around your nerves, your breath, your sleep, is now under restriction. This is not tomorrow. This is not next week. This is now. While you are here, while your eyes are on this word, alignment is occurring. Positions are shifting on your behalf. The pressure that thought it had learned your schedule is encountering a wall. The prodding at your chest meets steel. The spike at prayer strikes a shield. The whisper that said, "You are failing," is being overruled by my voice saying, "You are covered." Do not let your heart collapse into fear when you hear talk of warfare. This is not to bring dread. This is my mercy rushing to you. I am stepping in because the measure was exceeded. I watched the enemy attempt to stack moments, to compound your fatigue into despair, to turn a symptom into a new name for you. Enough. I draw the line. I set the boundary. I place my defender on the boundary with a flaming no. Mercy is not soft. Mercy is my might used to protect what I love, and I love you. Michael does not come to comfort only. He comes to contain and to roll back. He comes to stand in the doorway of your night and forbid the cycle from repeating. He comes to escort out what trespassed and to station sentries where you have been vulnerable. He comes under my authority, and my authority is final. No diagnosis outranks my decree. No pattern outargues my covenant. Listen closely. Tonight the pressure begins to break, not as a wish, but as an order. I am putting a stop to the momentum that tried to own your evenings and anticipate your mornings. You will feel it as a loosening where you have been tight, a steadiness where you have been trembling, a breath that settles and reaches lower. Do you feel the courage rising even now? That is not adrenaline. That is my hand steadying your frame. Stay with me. Agree with me. Say in your heart, I receive the enforcement of heaven. As you do, the perimeter tightens and the noise weakens. I am not late. I am not guessing. I have dispatched, I have surrounded, and I will enforce. Tonight marks the turn. Listen to me, child. What you have been calling stress, what wears a medical face and speaks in clinical terms, has also been a battleground. Your body is not betraying you. It has been signaling that a fight is occurring around your assignment. Your mind hasn't suddenly gone weak. It has been targeted because clarity is dangerous to darkness. When destiny advances, resistance gathers. When your steps align with purpose, pressure attempts to confuse, delay, and rename. Do you understand? The battlefield has touched your nerves and your breath, not because you are failing, but because you are carrying something the enemy wants to stall. I know the systems that have been provoked. Your nerves have sparked with unnecessary alarms. Your immune responses have been stirred into overdrive. Inflammation has tried to make a home in places it has no covenant right to occupy. Joints, tissues, even the lining of your gut. Your stomach has tied itself into knots for no obvious reason, clenched at the exact times you dared to hope or plan. Headaches have pulsed across your temples like a metronome of distraction. Your breath patterns have shortened and shallowed when you tried to rest, as if an invisible hand pressed on your chest. Your heart has punched out of rhythm, palpitations shouting lies at midnight. Your sleep cycles have fractured, falling asleep too late, waking too early, jolting awake at the same suffocating hour. I have seen all of it, and I am telling you, this is not random. This is not small. It has been coordinated pressure against your calling. The doctors gave an explanation, but your spirit felt something deeper. No diagnosis outranks my authority. I honor wisdom, and I use skillful hands, but I refuse the verdict that turns a symptom into your new name. I gave your body its first breath, and I will sustain it with my spirit. Hear my order over the noise. You are not being dismantled, you are being defended. This has been the enemy's strategy. Weaken the vessel to delay obedience. Drain stamina to sabotage simple yeses. Tighten your chest to make you cancel. Fray your patience to isolate you. Crowd your mind with fog so your mouth stops declaring. Separate you from counsel so your voice grows quiet and your steps grow small. He tried to make you fear your own body so you would mistrust what I've placed inside you. He tried to make fatigue feel like fate. He tried to keep you home when I asked you to go, to keep you silent when I asked you to speak, to keep you doubting when I asked you to build. But hear me. He does not get to write the definition of your days. The intensity of the attack does not equal your weakness. It signals your significance. The pressure around your body and mind is not proof you are failing. It is proof you are carrying something worth stopping. Lift your head. Breathe deeper now. Agree with me. This vessel is not a liability. It is consecrated for purpose. Under my authority, what looked merely medical is being stripped of its power as a weapon and repurposed as a testimony. Listen to me, child. The resistance you have felt is not a verdict against you. It is a measurement of you. Darkness doesn't waste resources on the idle. The enemy does not throw his weight at empty plans or hollow futures. He targets the anointed. He pressures carriers. He stalks those whose steps threaten his territory. If you were harmless, the harassment would sleep. If you were optional, the opposition would be quiet. But you are not optional. You are appointed. You are marked for impact, and the pressure proves it. He has been after your voice, because when you speak under my authority, atmospheres shift. He has been after your future, because your next season births outcomes he cannot disrupt once they are born. He has been after your family line, because what I cleanse in you becomes a river that cleanses generations after you. He has been after your obedience, because a single yes at the right moment dismantles years of his construction. He has been after your next decision, because it is a hinge that opens doors no one can shut. Do you see the precision? The attack is not general. It is surgical, aimed at what moves the kingdom forward through you. He tried to make you believe you are fragile. I say you are appointed. He tried to rename your courage as anxiety. I call it discernment sharpened by warfare. He tried to brand your body as a liability. I have consecrated your body as an instrument. He whispered that you are falling apart. I declare you are being fitted together. He painted your future in grayscale. I flood it with light. You are not dying, you are being preserved. You are not a hazard, you are a harbor. You are not failing, you are advancing under cover. Consider the timing you have lived. The nights you could not sleep, always on the eve of a needed step. The confusion that swirled not after you stumbled, but right before clarity could land. The fatigue that slammed you, precisely when you decided to move, to call, to show up. The tightness that visited your chest just before the meeting, just before the conversation, just before the commitment. The fog that rolled in when you tried to pray, when you opened the page, when you reached for hope. These are not coincidences. They are fingerprints. Hell is reactive to your advance. So hear me. If the attack has been targeted, heaven's answer is targeted and already in motion. I am not spraying comfort. I am assigning enforcement. Michael is not pacing aimlessly. He is posted at thresholds. Your night hours, your decision points, your family gates, your workspace entries. Angels are stationed at the bend in your path where the enemy used to intercept. The perimeter is being drawn not in circles of fear, but in corridors of purpose. Around your voice so it does not shake, around your breath so it settles, around your mind so it holds clarity, around your home so peace becomes the dominant sound. The severity of the resistance is a backhanded confirmation that your purpose carries weight. Let that sink into your bones. You are not under attack because you are weak. You are opposed because you are effective. You have been asking, why me? Why now? Because now is the hinge, and you are the key I intend to turn. I am securing what matters most. I am guarding the line you carry. I am protecting the yes that will alter outcomes you cannot yet see. Stay with me. Agree with me. I have already moved to surround what the enemy targeted, and I will not let your assignment be stolen on the threshold of fulfillment. Listen to me now, child. Be still inside. I need your 2 minutes only. You have given me your eyes. Now give me your mouth. Do not panic. Trust me. A child does not outthink the father. A child receives and repeats. Your mouth is a gate. Your words are keys. When your mouth aligns with my word, you stop reinforcing the attack and you start enforcing heaven's order. This is how my covenant works. Belief in the heart, confession with the mouth, alignment in the body. My word is higher than symptoms, higher than reports, higher than the restless story your fear keeps telling. I watch over my word to perform it, not over your dread to amplify it. So listen like a child and speak after me. This is not superstition. This is scripture. I framed worlds with words. I will reframe your night with mine. By my stripes you are healed. Life and death are in the power of the tongue, so we will not loan our tongues to death. You will not prophesy collapse over your own body. You will not narrate decay over your own future. You will not give the enemy your agreement in the form of casual sentences. Child, put your mouth on my side. Say this: I choose alignment. I agree with God. I renounce fear. I renounce panic. I renounce the story that says I am failing. I receive mercy. I receive covering. I receive enforcement. Say it again. I will not be overtaken. I will not be swallowed by fear. I will not agree with decay. I break agreement with anxiety, dread, and delay. I cancel the lie that I am fragile. I declare I am preserved. I am strengthened. I am surrounded. Now speak to your own frame under my authority. Say, heart, be steady, beat in the rhythm of peace. Lungs, open and fill. Breath, lengthen and deepen. Blood pressure, settle and normalize. Nerves, be quieted. Alarms, stand down. Adrenals, rest. Hormones, come into order. Immune system, be balanced. Inflammation, leave. Gut, unclench. Digestion, be calm. Sleep cycles, reset to peace. Mind, be clear. Fog, lift now. By his stripes I am healed. No diagnosis outranks my authority. No symptom cancels my covenant. I gave my body its first breath, and I will sustain it with my spirit. Say this with me. My mouth enforces heaven's order. My night is guarded. My mornings are aligned. My steps are established. I agree with the word of the Lord. I refuse the language of defeat. I set a watch over my lips. I bless what God is building in me. I bless my home with peace. I bless my future with strength. I bless my body with restoration. I choose life. As you speak, watch what moves. Your declarations are not echo, they are summons. Angels hear covenant speech. Michael enforces covenant speech. When you agree with me, you give my defenders language to legislate around you. The harassment that rode your sentences loses its vehicle. The prodding that kept circling is met with a wall. The perimeter tightens where your words have planted stakes. Say this now. Michael surrounds what was poked and prodded. The doorway of my night is sealed. The threshold of my decisions is guarded. The interference is blocked and reversed. Hold this posture. Keep your mouth on my side. In the next breath, I will show you what Michael is doing around you right now. But first, let your spirit register this truth. Agreement is your authority, and your voice has begun the rollback. Stay with me, child. We are setting the borders even as you speak. Listen now, child. The perimeter is being set. Michael surrounds what was poked and prodded. He is standing at the gates, posted at the doors, flanking the thresholds of your night. He is at the head of your bed and at the foot. He is at the frame of your thoughts and at the hinge of your breath. He is stationed where the whispers slipped in, where the fear pressed, where the memory replayed on loop. I am encircling you. I am walling off the corridors that were used to reach you. This is not just comfort. This is containment. The assault is being restricted and rolled back. Look at the entry points I am closing now. Nighttime thoughts that turned small worries into storms. I seal that door. Recurring memories that dragged old shame into your present. I lock that archive. Physical flare-ups that spiked at the same hours, in the same rooms. Right before obedience, I post a guard at those hours and those rooms. Relational conflict that flared from nothing, a sentence misheard, a tone misunderstood. I station peace at the threshold of your conversations. Sudden discouragement that ambushed you when you woke, or right before you took the step. I intercept it at your morning gate and at the edge of your decisions. Hear my decree over every door the enemy abused. It goes no further, not your mind, not your sleep, not your breath, not your future, not your home, not your work, not your joy. Feel the enforcement. Breathe. Many of you are feeling warmth spread across your chest. Do not fear it. That is my hand setting the shield. Some of you feel your shoulders drop, the jaw unclench, the back release. Your breath is lengthening and deepening even now. Your heart is learning a slower rhythm under my command, a tingling in the hands, a lightness at the crown of your head, a coolness at your temples, confirmation. The tight ring around your ribs is loosening. The flutter that shouted at midnight is quieting under watch. This is what coverage feels like. You are not imagining it. You are experiencing enforcement. Now hear how defense becomes restoration. Protection is not merely stopping harm. It is reversing what was drained. Where energy leaked, stamina returns. Where sleep fractured, continuity is restored. Falling asleep faster, staying asleep longer, waking without dread. Where the mind scattered, clarity gathers and holds. Where peace kept being stolen by small provocations, composure takes its seat and refuses to move. Where courage was siphoned, boldness begins to rise in the same places it was once stolen. The very hours that betrayed you will become hours of steadying. The nights that trembled will quiet. The mornings that mocked you will bless you. The cycles that claimed you will answer to me. I assign angels to your thresholds, by name, at the doorway of your night, guarded. At the window of your memories, guarded. At the gate of your breath, guarded. At the bend of your decisions, guarded. At the table of your relationships, guarded. At the boundary of your work, guarded. It goes no further. Say it with me, not my mind, not my sleep, not my breath, not my future. This is not just comfort. This is containment, and the rollback has begun. Stay in agreement. Keep your mouth on my side. The circle is closing around the assault, and what pressed in is being pushed out. Listen to me now, child. The walls are up. Now I reach for your name. The attack tried to tattoo you with labels that never came from me. Hear my negation and let it shake the lies loose. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are not being punished. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not a burden. You are not fragile glass. You are not your worst day. You are not your symptom list. You are not dying. You are being preserved. I am not labeling you by what touched your body. I am renaming you by covenant and destiny. I call you chosen. I call you covered. I call you protected. I call you restored. I call you rising. I call you steady. I call you whole. I call you anchored. I call you guarded. I call you fruitful. Let these words sit where the old names sat. Where anxious tried to live, I plant at peace. Where weak tried to nest, I establish strengthened. Where damaged repeated, I inscribe repaired. Where alone echoed, I write kept. My names are not compliments, they are decrees. My decrees do not expire, they build structures inside you. You thought it was your fault, I saw the warfare. You scrolled through your decisions and blamed yourself for every tremor. I traced the arrows and found the archer. I have separated your missteps from your identity. I discipline to develop. I do not punish to destroy. Shame is not my tool. Condemnation is not my language. I am not exposing you to humiliate you. I am exposing the lie so I can heal you. I gather the child who hid in the corner of your heart, and I say, come out. The storm was not your doing. The ambush was not your destiny. You are mine, and I will fight for you. Others will look at you soon and ask, what happened? And you will say, God happened. They will see the steadier breath, the calmer eyes, the measured steps, the unshaken yes. They will see nights that used to frighten you turn into nights that restore you. Your story will not be a theory, it will be evidence. Testimony will travel through your family line as medicine. Where fear narrated, peace will publish. Now hear the practice that preserves the name I give you. Identity is reinforced by agreement and protected by boundaries. Each morning, put my words in your mouth before any other script finds your tongue. Say, I am chosen, I am covered, I am protected. I am restored, I am rising. Speak to your body, heart, be steady, breath, be long, mind, be clear. Guard your doorways, what you watch, what you rehearse, what you repeat. Do not loan your name to despair with casual sentences. Do not entertain voices that rename you outside my covenant. Keep short accounts. When fear knocks, answer with my decree, not with analysis. When weariness speaks, lie down under my promise, not under forecasts of doom. Hold this. You are not the problem to be fixed. You are the vessel I am preserving for purpose. Stay in agreement, and the new name will harden into bone. As you wear what I call you, watch how quickly the atmosphere obeys. Tonight begins the evidence, and your identity will be the anchor that keeps the change in place. Listen to me now, child. Tonight the shift begins. Not months from now. Tonight. Not after a long maze of guesswork. Tonight. I scheduled this turning point and aligned it with your staying, because you agreed. Enforcement is meeting you, and restoration is rising to meet your breath. Hear me with your whole body. I am changing the atmosphere of your night. I am resetting the cadence of your mind. I am lifting the weight from your chest. I am ordering your steps by peace. Your mind will clear. Your sleep will deepen. Your breath will steady. Your energy will rise. Your appetite will stabilize. Your peace will settle. Your patience will lengthen. Your focus will gather. Your mornings will brighten. Your evenings will exhale. The racing thoughts that outran your prayers are slowing to the pace of trust. The pressure behind your temples is easing like fog at dawn. The restlessness that hummed beneath your skin is lowering, hush by hush, under my hand. Hear my promise about your night cycle. The moment you lay down, the spiraling stops. The moment your head meets the pillow, the loop is interrupted and the story changes. The what-ifs find no narrator. The clenched jaw lets go. The shoulders drop their armor. The heart that jumped at shadows rests within a guarded perimeter. The hour that used to jolt you awake loses its appointment. I cancel it. Where alarms used to chime, peace will hum. Where you reached for distractions, you will reach for breath and find it full. Where you braced for the worst, you will settle into the best. Quiet, continuity, deepening rest. I reverse the direction of the tide. What was draining will begin fueling. What was confusing will begin confirming. What was heavy will begin lightening. What triggered panic will trigger prayer, and prayer will trigger peace. The stairs you dreaded will feel shorter. The tasks you delayed will feel doable. The conversations you avoided will meet you with unexpected ease. The rooms that felt too loud will feel safe. The decision points that shook you will steady under my hand. In your body, enforcement will feel like order. Nerves, downshift. Adrenals, rest. Heart, keep a calmer cadence. Lungs, lengthen each breath. Sleep architecture, repair and hold. Digestion, unclench and receive. Appetite, find balance. Neither shrinking from food nor reaching for comfort in panic. Headaches, release. Jaw, release. Neck and back, release. This is how my peace legislates. Thought by thought, breath by breath, system by system, night by night. You are not dying. You are being preserved. Stay with me through this next move. In a moment, we will count down together. When I say 3, you will agree with my word and let it rest on your tongue. When I say 2, you will separate from every lie that named you by symptoms. When I say 1, I will seal this over you and set sentries at your doors. Your part is attention and repetition. My part is enforcement and reversal. Do not step away. Hold your focus. Tonight is the pivot, and as you enter the countdown, the turn will become tangible. Sleep returning, breath steadying, clarity rising, peace taking its seat and refusing to leave. Listen to me now, child. We begin. 2 minutes. Stay. Keep your eyes here. Put my words in your mouth and let your breath lengthen under my hand. This is where passive listening becomes alignment. At 2, agreement. Say this out loud, steady and clear. I belong to God. I will not be overtaken. Again, I belong to God. I will not be overtaken. A third time, so it writes itself on your walls. I belong to God. I will not be overtaken. Say, Jesus is Lord over my body, my mind, my home, my future. I agree with God. I agree with covenant. I agree with mercy. No diagnosis outranks his authority. By his stripes I am healed. My nights are under his government. My mornings are under his favor. I choose alignment. I choose life. I choose peace. 1 minute 30, separation. We cut what tried to cling. Say, I renounce fear. I renounce panic. I renounce the intrusive thoughts that do not carry God's voice. I renounce catastrophic rehearsals, dread loops, and shame narratives. That is not my portion. I separate from inherited patterns of anxiety, sleeplessness, and self-sabotage. That is not my portion. I separate from the lie that my body is my enemy, from the script that calls me fragile, from the forecast of collapse. That is not my portion. I break agreement with heaviness, with torment at midnight, with the urge to run when I am called to stand. That is not my portion. I step out of every net. I step out of every label. I step into the shelter of the Most High. 1 minute, enforcement. Hear me. Agreement has a sound in heaven, and enforcement answers it. Michael, under my command, intercept, block, dismantle, surround, confound, quarantine, reverse, nullify, overthrow. He stands at the doorway of your night to intercept the spike, to block the flare, to dismantle the trigger. He flanks your breath to stop the shortness, your thoughts to halt the loop, your heart to quiet the stutter. He posts at your thresholds, bedroom, workspace, phone alerts, conversations, where the enemy used to slip in unannounced. Say, Michael guards my night. Michael guards my breath. Michael guards my steps. The harassment meets a wall. The assault is contained and rolled back. The line that was crossed is a line of fire now. 30 seconds, seal. I cover your mind with peace like a helmet. I cover your home with my presence like a roof that storms cannot pierce. I cover your body with covenant like armor that fits. I mark your doors with protected. I mark your bed with rest. I mark your mornings with clarity. Say, I am sealed in peace. My home is sealed in peace. My body is sealed in peace. If this is for you, put your agreement in the ground. Say Amen out loud and write it as a witness. Comment Amen. Then plant your number of alignment. Comment 222 now as your yes. Whisper again, I belong to God. I will not be overtaken. 10 seconds. Breathe and let me finish it. 9. Peace descends. 8. Heart steadies. 7. Jaw releases. 6. Mind quiets. 5. Michael surrounds. 4. Fear departs. 3. Cycles break. 2. Doors seal. 1. Covered. 0. Sealed. It is done for tonight. Stay in this agreement and let the guard hold. Listen to me now, child. After the break comes the keeping. The perimeter stands, but boundaries maintain it. Breakthrough is protected by doors, and what you allow through the doors determines what stays in your atmosphere. This is not fear. This is wisdom. I have surrounded you. Now you will steward what I've sealed. Guard your attention. Guard your speech. Guard your rest patterns. Guard your spiritual inputs. If you keep the gates, the peace will keep you. Name the common doorways so you recognize them when they knock. Doom scrolling at night that escorts anxiety into your room. I say close that door. Replaying offense until your spirit tastes bitterness again. I say cut that loop and forgive quickly. Speaking hopelessness over your body. Sentences like, I'm falling apart. I can't handle this. My mind is a mess. I say, retire that language. Your mouth is not a courier for defeat. Isolation that makes you hide from help and cancel counsel. I say, get out of the corner. Connection is a guardrail. Secret shame that tells you to cover what needs my light. I say, bring it into my presence and into safe, wise counsel. The enemy breathes in secrecy, but he chokes in light. So I give you a simple daily pattern, light enough to carry, strong enough to hold. 1 short prayer, 1 declaration, 1 boundary, 1 act of obedience. In the morning, Pray simply, Father, govern my day and guard my doors. Then declare, I belong to God. I will not be overtaken. Set one boundary for the day. I will not rehearse offense. I will not lend my mouth to despair. I will not open the night to flashing screens. Then take one act of obedience, however small. The call you've delayed, the walk around the block, the email of reconciliation, the appointment you kept postponing. In the evening, pray, Lord, I return the day to you. Declare, my night is under your government. Hold your boundary, phone down, lights low, breath long, scripture or worship in the atmosphere. One small obedience. Lay it all at my feet and sleep when peace says sleep. Remember, no diagnosis outranks my authority, but I honor wisdom and I use skillful hands. Walk in peace to every appointment, not in dread. Receive care without receiving fear. Let my word define you and let wisdom support you. My covenant names you. Advice can guide you. Anxiety must not govern you. When symptoms whisper, you will not panic, you will practice. Breathe, speak, and return to the pattern. Do not narrate relapse, enforce reality. I am covered, I am kept, I am being preserved. If a night grows restless, you are not back at the beginning. The guard remains. Michael has not moved. Call my name. Put my word in your mouth. Send one message to a trusted voice instead of hiding. Open the window to fresh air. Place your hand on your chest and say, heart, be steady. Breath, be long. Mind, be clear. You are not alone in this keeping. I remain in the room. Say it with me now. I will guard my doorways. Eyes, be disciplined. Ears, receive peace. Mouth, enforce covenant. Bed, host, rest. Home, keep order. I marked your thresholds. You will mind them. Stay in this pattern, and the peace you felt will not only return, it will remain. I will fight for you, and you will walk guarded until the morning breaks and finds you steady. Listen to me now, child. You will not leave this moment unguarded. I place my name upon you. You are mine, and I will fight for you. I have not brought you this far to set you down in the dark. I do not begin and abandon. I begin and I keep. This is not random. This is not the end. This is the turn. I fix you inside my peace and I hold the line. I speak over your spirit, be still. I speak over your body, be settled. I speak over your night, be governed. I will fight for you. I sweep your room with peace. I sweep your bed with rest. I sweep your dreams with light. I sweep your mind with clarity and silence the narrators of dread. I sweep your home, door by door, window by window, marking your thresholds as protected. I sweep your relationships, softening tones, mending misunderstandings, insulating covenant connections from petty provocations. I sweep your next decision with guidance. When you come to the hinge, you will not shake. You will sense my yes and my no, and you will stand inside my answer. I post Michael at the head of your night and at the bend of your path. I post angels at the points where you once felt exposed. I draw a clean border and I say again, it goes no further. I lay my hand upon your sleep. The onset will be easier. The waking will be kinder. I steady your first hour of morning so panic does not find a seat. I quiet the quick alarms and lengthen your breath. I bless your conversations tomorrow. Words will land softer, and where there was friction, you will feel a cushion. I bless the small tasks that felt mountainous. They will shrink to size. I bless your focus so it gathers and holds. I bless the next call you must make, the next room you must enter, the next yes you must give. You will not be ambushed there. I bless your home to feel like shelter again. Watch what shifts in 24 hours. Pay attention to the small confirmations that arrive like bread on the path. A longer stretch of sleep, a calmer chest, a lighter step from the bed to the doorway, a thought that once spiraled now stopping short, a timely message of encouragement. a conversation that reconciles, a pressure that releases without an argument. Do not dismiss the small. The small is my signature on the larger turn. Gather these signs as witnesses. Let them speak to your heart. I am here. I am working. I am winning this for you, so I seal you now. Peace on your head, peace in your chest, peace in your rooms, peace at your table, peace in your decisions, peace at your thresholds. I will fight for you. I will keep you through the night. You will wake up different, quieter inside, clearer in mind, steadier in breath. This is not random. This is not the end. This is the turn, and the night will not have the final word. If you receive this covering, put your agreement in the ground. Comment Amen and 222. Now be still, breathe, sleep under my government. I remain.